Hi, everybody. This is Jasmine from Beautiful Essence by Jasmine. And I wanted to get on here and show you all how I make my lace closure units by hand. This is a very beginner friendly way to make your lace closure units. If you don't have a stylist of your own or, don't want to pay, this is the way that you can make your units by yourself. So starting off, we have the cap, the hairs, shears, measuring tape. I have tweezers, needle and thread, and then I have my band and my combs that I sew in later on um, for the unit. So here I am just sewing the closure on. That's the first thing that I do. I get everything lined up and pinned down. One thing I didn't have on that first clip was T-pins. T-pins are very important to have because it holds everything in place while you're sewing things down. So as you see, I am starting from the back of the closure, the middle back, and sewing my way forward. A lot of people sew from one side to another, but the way that I ensure that it's even on both sides, I start from the back, sew to the front, and then cut the thread and then start from the back and go to the front on the other side. That way I ensure that the closure is even on both sides and it is flat. Alright, so here you see me pinning the measuring tape to the back of the cap, and I'm taking a Sharpie marker. This is like the paint Sharpie, instead of the regular one. They last longer to me, in my opinion, um, and the color is saturated better so that you can see it. But anyway, I'm basically marking off where I want to lay my tracks. A lot of people freehand this, but I use the measuring tape to make sure that my tracks are an inch apart. So as you see, I marked it off, and now I'm filling in the gaps. And then in a moment, you're going to see me use my hand. I use my pinky finger to mark off the lines on the side so that I can line those on the side up to the lines that's in the middle. It's a very bad angle, but you'll see my hand moving down the side of the cap, and then I switch over to the other side and do the same thing. This keeps up with how much hair you use and making sure that you have enough hair, all of that good stuff. I just like it because the lines are even. It looks more professional to me. Even people that use sewing machines, they like to mark off their caps before they start sewing on the machine. So it's the same thing. I'm just going to be hand sewing it. But as you can see, I'm moving my pinky finger down, marking it off, and then I'm going to basically connect the lines. So y'all know when you're editing videos and you lose footage. So I had like a whole 15-minute, starting off the weeks on it at the bottom and sewing the first two bundles, and now I can't find it. But this is the third bundle. What I did at first, I went ahead and measured off the top piece, the close the wig off, and I cut that off and set it to the side to make sure that I have that hair to close off my wig. So I take the hair, basically I pin it to the cap and measure it out. I think I pinned it in 3 different spots, and now I'm just going in and sewing it. The way that I sew my tracks, I guess it's a loop stitch. I don't know the different stitching, but I always make sure that the needle is going through the thread, the 2 pieces, and pull it so it's like a loop stitch. So it kind of knots itself in a way as I'm going, and then I randomly do knots throughout the track to make sure that it's secure. So this part here is basically repetitive. It's sped up, of course, but I think you kind of get the gist of it. All right, so this part coming up is kind of important, I think, when you get to the end of a thread. As you see, I just did a knot there, and I make a knot on the cap and not the track. So it's two different knots at the end of the thread. Most of the time I'll knot it like 2 or 3 stitches before I get to my last knot, and then I knot it twice. You saw me grab another thread, and you know how when you get to the end, almost to the end, your thread want to act like it don't want to cooperate, but you see I get it together. And then I'm going to show you where I flip the track. I took the T-pin out and I sewed through the track on the ends, and then I flip it and sew through it again. Knot it, pull it through. And then once I pull it through, I might loop it a couple of times, and then I'm going to well, no, I went ahead and pinned it in place, and then I continue to sew the track. All right, y'all. So this video is all over the place because I was originally recording this for TikTok. So I would record something and stop it and record and stop it. And I decided last minute, like while I was recording it, to do a YouTube video as well. So this is the second to the last track. This one is doubled because, like I said earlier, my wefts are inch apart. Sometimes when the wind blows and it's single wefted, it will be, you will see through to the cap, and that's not cute. So the second to the last is doubled, and then the last track that I'm going to use to close the unit off will be single. But it's the same loop stitch method all the way around, and in a second you will see me closing it off with the last track. Alright, so we're getting close to the end of this video. As you see, I am halfway through sewing the last track to close off the unit. Like I said in the last clip, this was recorded for TikTok, so this is just the construction portion of me working with this specific unit. The next video, the part 2 that I'm going to post, it will be of me adding my money pieces and the skunk stripes along with customizing the lace and styling. As I'm finishing up this unit, I just want to thank you all for watching my videos. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell because I guarantee there will be plenty more videos to come. I'm going to put all of my social media outlets and my website down in the description box. And I will see you all next time.